Journee, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? 2 thumbs up. 3 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up. And we are ready. Team Journee, 3 minutes on the clock. Go!
Hi, we're Team Journee, and we've got a passion for pine. So wood and timber is actually one of the most sustainable materials for designers to use. And we actually want to encourage more designers to use it. The problem is that illegal logging of forest is devastating the world's biodiversity. Right now, 80% of the world's historic forests are already removed, 80%. And it's predicted that the remainder, within the next 10 to 20 years, 40% will also be destroyed. And that's a significant problem. And what we want to do is, on Journee, is actually facilitate the reduction of deforestation. And we're doing that through Journee. And why is that important? And why is it important to be on the blockchain? It's because countries like Australia, the EU, the USA and Canada have already moved to ban the imports of illegal timber. And they're also adding certification requirements at import level. So let me show you Journee and the 3 T's, which is traceability, transparency, and trustworthiness. So what happens, the process, is that we've got existing certification bodies already out there, bodies like Certisource and Double Helix and FCA. And what they do is they upload a DNA sample that's sample tested across the population of trees on the site. And that'll actually be put on the immutable blockchain, on the distributed ledger. And what you can actually see here, these are areas that's going to be traced back to the source, directly to the origin forest. The trees in green and yellow are the sources. So what we can actually do is tie back for an individual purchase of a tree like this. So you can see as a consumer that it's sourced from areas that are yellow, and yellow are areas that are legal logging areas, green and national forests. So those are reduced, and you can actually guide all the way through the supply chain. It's fully transparent, and it's sample tested throughout the sample chain with the certifying bodies. So at no point is there going to be a chance to slip and change. That is currently the problem with the paper and tag frameworks that are the existing systems that import bodies use. So all the way in to the end of the retailer, we can have with an RFID code to engage a consumer, actually tag and check the ID. And you can actually see at the bottom here 4 stars. Because we know the journey throughout the supply chain, we can actually assign a carbon journey as well. And then you can make decisions accordingly to that. So for instance, we want you to come on our journey with us to actually help deforestation.
10 seconds. Oh, and time! Give it up for Journee, ladies and gentlemen. All right, as the rest of their team walks up, judges, for your final set of questions.
How easy or difficult do you think it will be for existing supply chains to adopt and implement this technology?
So the large countries, like I mentioned already, have already made these requirements for certification. And at the moment, the illegal logging industry is $30 billion a year in revenue. So clearly, they're not working, and people are exchanging systems throughout. So we think it's quite easy because it's mandated by law, but it's a requirement. There's already bodies out there in the field.
Yeah, and so DNA sampling right now, it's about $20 a sample. I wouldn't bet on that going up, it's just going to keep going down, and obviously an entire tree can make a lot of these chairs.
Sorry, how do you reconcile the sampling of, because remember sampling is literally just one out of many, how do you reconcile the sampling of one to say a group on the blockchain?
So the sampling is across a volume, so it's proportional. And so there's going to be greater sampling for larger acreages.
Yeah, and I guess our goal is that we sample every tree, and it's cost effective to do that. Otherwise, yeah, statistical methods to ensure with a fairly good chance that it's come from the right source.
So at the moment, it costs $250 to actually test $450,000 worth of timber. So that's a really good ratio. It's very cost effective. $250 for $450,000 worth of timber. It's already existing systems and technologies.
Excellent, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, give a warm round of applause for Team Journee.